Hello everyone, I'm Alex of Vending Machine Support. In this video, I wanted to show you the top things that you should look for if your credit card reader or cashless payment system isn't working inside your vending machine. So let's get started. Now, it's very common to find a credit card reader or a cashless payment system on a vending machine today. Now, when I started this industry back in 1991, these were very, very rare to find on a vending machine. Now, as a matter of fact, dollar bill acceptors were just becoming commonplace on vending equipment. And with that, you learned what areas that you needed to look for if the dollar bill acceptor wasn't working. You came up with a quick bullet point list of these are the areas we first check to see why the dollar bill acceptor is not working. Matter of fact, I have a video of the top 3 things that you're going to want to look for if your dollar bill acceptor is not working. I'll link above. Now, with the advent of having more and more credit card readers or cashless payment systems on vending machines, I've created a quick little list of areas that you're going to want to check if your unit is reading either cash only or it's saying offline by vendor, depending on the manufacturer. So let me show you. Now, the first thing you want to check for whenever you're coming up to your machine, you'll notice that your credit card reader is reading cash only or offline by vendor. Of course, those messages are going to be dependent upon the manufacturer of the credit card reader. But if you're getting any some sort of notice of that, the first thing you want to do is, does the machine vend with cash? Now, when I mean cash, I mean nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollar bills. So it will be a general rule of thumb is whenever you're coming to service your machine to always have nickels, dimes, quarters, and dollar bills handy to test the machine. Always test with coins first, then test with bills, then test with credit cards if you have a test card or if you're using your own company card to test your machine. If you are taking cash, you should always check first on the coin changer. If you have a coin changer in your machine, such as this one here, we've got a Conlux coin changer. If we have a coin stuck inside this coin changer, this will send a signal up the MDB daisy chain where your credit card reader will actually pick that up as an error and place itself out of service, and that's where you'll get that cash only or offline by vendor. So a simple thing to do is when you get to your machine, notice the message, just start putting in some nickels, dimes, and quarters and buying something out of your machine to determine, does my machine take cash? Great, it's taking coins. Does it take bills? Great, it is. Then something else is not going to be in the monetary system here, but it may be something else, and that's where it's going to lead you on to our next thing to look at if your credit card reader is not accepting cards at the point, is going to be number 2, checking for signal strength. Now, as we know, these are actually cell phones and they're on using a cellular network. Now, if these credit card readers are unable to connect to a cellular network, there's no way for them to be able to process the card. And because of that, they will place themselves out of service. So how do you check the cell signal on that? Now, on a Nayax credit card reader, for example, this one here, there is going to be a button that's got 3 horizontal lines. And if I press that horizontal button, in the upper left-hand corner is going to be a button that says Terminal Info. Now, if you press that button, on the lower right-hand screen of the screen, we're going to have RSSI with a signal strength, and actually the little icon that we'd use, or the symbol that we use for cell signal strength. Now, currently, this one here has an RSSI signal strength of 29. Now, that is actually good signal strength. This unit is able to connect to the cellular network that it's on. I believe this one particularly here is actually on the Verizon backbone, but it's able to connect to the cell tower and then be able to process cards if needed. Now, interesting thing on a Nayax VPOS Touch credit card reader, a signal strength of 99 is actually not good. It's kind of counterintuitive, but I have found a signal strength of 99, it's not able to connect to the server at all, and it will shut itself down and not accept credit cards. Now, to check the cell signal strength on a Cantaloupe G11 device, you first need to locate your telemetry device. Now, the telemetry device is going to be a unit that's located inside the machine, not on the actual VPOS device that's on the outside of the machine. So once you find your telemetry device, for example, on this machine, it's located in the upper right-hand corner here in the cabinet. I'm going to reach in and I'm going to press the button that kind of looks like a cell tower with some signal strength bars. So I press that button one time, I should get a beep, and you're presented with either 4 lights being illuminated, going from red, yellow, green to blue. Obviously, the further we are to blue, the stronger the signal is. That's kind of a quick visual reference. But you can also look on the VPOS device on the outside of the machine. On the outside of the machine, on your VPOS device, you're going to have your modem, RSSI modem stats, and you're going to have CSQ. And what we're looking for is the number after the CSQ is going to be our signal strength. This one actually happens to have the signal strength that's jumping between 28 and 27. Now, when you're done checking the signal strength on your G11 device, you want to make sure you press the end button on the telemetry device to put it back into sales mode. And you'll know you're in that sales mode is when you get a green blinking light on the telemetry device. And that shows you how to check the cell signal strength on your G11 Cantaloupe device. Now, a lot of these will have antennas on them. As a matter of fact, this particular machine on this credit reader actually has an antenna on it, and most of these antennas, Cantaloupe, Nayax, or whatever manufacturer that you're using, these antennas are on magnetic bases like this. So if I was to had a bad signal strength, I could simply move the antenna to the outside of the machine and see if that increases my signal strength. That in itself brings in a whole nother issue is, well, where do you mount the antenna? And when the antenna is mounted on the outside of the machine, what happens if customers decide to come around and play and break the antennas? So that's why you want to check your signal strength, and that signal strength may be due to the building that you're in, the broken antenna, or the cell service is down, or the network is down for your credit card reader. So that's step 2, is to always check your signal strength of your credit reader. Is it connecting to the cellular network? Because it is a cell phone per se. Now, if you haven't already, I appreciate if you could like and subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell below. Be notified next time I upload a video. Also, be sure to check the description below for any affiliate links I might have. That will help support the channel at no extra cost to you. Until then, I'll see you on the next video. Take care.